after that. That's what he is. That's what I want him to do. I want him to go out there, box, find the openings, and land those bombs and stop the fights. I don't, who's going to stand up to that power at the moment? I just can't see anybody at the moment who can. When I look at the guys, when I look at, at the top level, I look at people like, look at AJ. Do you think he would take one of those bombs? I don't think so. Not what I've seen. AJ put Ruiz down. Do you think Ruiz would take one of his bombs? I don't think so. And I can look at all of them. Look at all those guys. The two that, at this moment I would, think to myself, well, I wouldn't fancy that yet. There's a few more fights down the road. That's Wilder and that's Tyson.
Those are the words of Frank Warren. He clearly says that Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz would not be able to take Daniel Dubois'S punching power. Based on what he saw, with AJ getting hurt by Ruiz and Ruiz getting dropped by AJ, he's saying with the bombs that Daniel Dubois possesses in his fists, they won't be able to take those punches. There's probably some truth to that. A young green fighter, fresh fighter like Daniel Dubois, no injuries, 22 years of age, that can punch. He's a boxer puncher, okay? Now, he's saying, you think they will be able to take the bombs from Daniel Dubois? No. He said they won't. Now, when you're referring to skill, make no mistake about it. Frank Warren is not delusional about Daniel Dubois' greenness. Okay, he knows that he's not where he needs to be to fight these guys. Maybe a year away, maybe this time next year he'll fight for a world title. That's his expectation of Daniel Dubois. He keeps knocking guys out and just sparking them out, running right through them like he's doing. He should be able to be there on that level. But Frank was clear on that. Like, hey, he's not ready yet. He still needs a few fights to go before he gets to that level. So I don't want people to think, oh, man, he said he can beat this guy. Well, Daniel Dubois said he can beat Tyson Fury right now. We know that much. But according to Frank Warren, he says the punching power that Daniel Dubois possesses, that they won't be able to take that. So let's look at his punching power. The guys that he stopped them. He's knocked some of them out. Some of them were a little early. You know what I mean? And I notice about British boxing, a lot of times those fights are actually early. Those refs, they jump in there. They don't. The guys getting hurt in that ring, they go in. They hurry up and, stop the fight. But on a world level, for him fighting someone like Ruiz or Joshua, those guys are far beyond his level. See, one thing about punching someone, Deontay Wilder can punch, but is he a good boxer? Someone like Tyson Fury, that's not known for his punching power at all, was able to go 12 rounds with the guy because of his boxing ability. So that really doesn't hold much merit, okay? You still have to have the boxing ability. He can box, though. He is talented. I feel that Daniel Dubois is a heavy-handed fighter, but fighting someone like AJ, he's going to have problems. But he knows AJ. They sparred together. We heard the rumors, right? Someone like Ruiz, I think, will give him, more of a problem because of his height. Because Ruiz is accustomed to fighting taller guys. So, but for him catching Ruiz, I want to see all these guys fight each other at one point, because we're talking about rumors of chin, how strong Ruiz's chin is versus how powerful Dubois' punching power is. Dubois saying he'll stop Tyson Fury. Now, Frank Warren said he'll knock out Ruiz or Joshua. So I hope it's an and instead of an or, because what happens in fighting, people believe in the triangle theories, like, okay, well, if Ruiz beats Joshua again, then Joshua won't fight anyone or whatever, right? So Joshua will miss the opportunity to fight these other guys. You know what I mean? Versus he only fights them if he keeps winning. You know what I mean? So it's one of those situations. So I think all these guys should eventually fight each other. Now, Frank Warren, there's some truth to what he's saying, me counterpunching that. I think that Daniel Dubois has the punching power to knock any of these guys out, but does he have the skill or the experience to land those blows? Has he been in there with someone that sets traps, that feints, that has great head movement, or, a decent boxing IQ? Has he been in there with someone like that? Only, that's the question we need to ask ourselves. Of course, Frank Warren's gonna say that. That's one of his top young fighters. So of course he's gonna say that. He's supposed to say that. He's a promoter. He's supposed to build the fighter up. So this is expected from Frank Warren. But he does have a hot protege, okay, or prodigy, right? So I think that Dubois still needs a few fights, but then again, sometimes you have to go that AJ method, sink or swim. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Frank Warren's statements. Of course, please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.